I'm going to begin the meeting because when we begin, we're going to do things a little differently. This evening, we're going to go right into executive session. So I'm calling the meeting to order. The Runnymede Board of Education meeting is called to order. The Board of Education is in compliance with Chapter 231 of Public Laws of 1975, entitled the Open Public Meetings Act. The time, date, and location of this meeting was appropriately advertised by notifying the retrospect as well as posting notices in Borough Hall, Runnymede Post Office, Mary Voles School, Lion Bingham School, Grace Downing School, and the Runnymede Public School District website. Please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, board members.
Patricia Adair. Here. Charles Buckheim.
Present.
Maria Panzarella. Here. Samantha Spalding.
Here.
John Ward. Absent. Angel Beebe. Here. Naomi Davidson. Here. Patricia Smith. Here. Lynn Terrell. Here.
Also present, David Capuccio, Interim Superintendent, Joanne Augustine, Business Administrator, Mark Iannucci, Acting Principal, Mary Voles School, Marie Gallagher, Principal of Bingham Downing Schools, and Philip Stern, Board of Education Solicitor. At this time, I need a motion to go into executive session.
I'd like to make a motion to go into executive session.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Naomi, seconded by Chaz. Whereas while Senator Byron M. Bayer Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-12 requires all meetings of the Runnymede School District Board of Education to be held in public, NJSA 10:4-12B sets forth 9 types of matters that may lawfully be discussed in executive session without the public being permitted to attend. And whereas the Runnymede Public School District Board of Education has deemed it necessary to go into closed session to discuss certain matters which are exempted from the public, and whereas the 9 exemptions to public meetings set forth in NJSA 10:4-12B are listed below, and next to each exemption is a box within which the number of issues to be privately discussed that fall within that exemption shall be written. And after each exemption is a space where additional information that will disclose as much information about the decision as possible without undermining the purpose of the exemption shall be written. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the Runnymede Public School District Board of Education will go into closed session for the following reasons as outlined in NJSA 10:4-12B. Any pending or anticipated litigation or contract negotiation in which the public body is or may become a party. Any matters falling within attorney-client privilege to the extent that confidentiality is required in order for the attorney to exercise his ethical duties as a lawyer, more specifically, Alessi versus Runnymede Board of Education. And 2, any matter involving employment, appointment, termination of employment, terms and conditions of employment, evaluation of the performance, promotion or discipline of any specific prospective public officer or employee or current public officer or employee, employed or appointed by the public body, unless all individual employees or employees whose right could be adversely affected request in writing that such matter or matters be discussed at a public meeting. More specifically, renewal and non-renewal of staff members. Whereas the length of the executive session is undetermined, however, the Runnymede Public School District Board of Education will make every attempt to estimate the time of the session prior to convening the session, after which a public meeting shall reconvene at 7:45 p.m. and the Runnymede Public School District Board of Education will proceed with business. Now therefore be it resolved that the Runnymede Public School District Board of Education will go into executive session for only the above stated reasons. Be it further resolved that the Runnymede Public School District Board of Education hereby declares that its discussion of the aforementioned subjects may be made public at a time when the Runnymede Public School District Board of Education attorney advises that the disclosure of the discussion will not detrimentally affect any right, interest, or duty of the school district or any other entity with respect to said discussion. Be it further resolved that the Runnymede Public School District Board of Education, for the aforementioned reasons, hereby declares that the public is excluded from the portion of the meeting during which the above discussion shall take place, and hereby directs the board secretary to take appropriate action to effectuate the terms of this resolution. Be it further resolved that the board secretary on the next business day following this meeting shall furnish a copy of this resolution to any member of the public who requests one at the fees allowed by NJSA 47:1A-1. Action on any item may or may not be taken in open session at the conclusion of the executive session. All in favor of the executive session?
Aye.
Move along with the meeting. Mr. Buckheim has an update for the board on, in front of us on the meeting that he is going to attend.
Going to attend.
Okay, you're going to attend.
Okay, as a delegate for our board here, I'll be attending the New Jersey School Board Association General Assembly on May the 18th. They meet twice a year, November and May, and at each of those meetings, any resolutions that have been proposed by School District Board of Eds are up for discussion and we vote on them. There will be 4 to be voted on, and I put in front of each of you a synopsis of each of them, a breakdown of what those resolutions are. And I want each board member's input back to me so that I am voting based on how the entire board feels, not how just one individual member feels. The first resolution believes in vigorous support and rigid enforcement of federal and state laws pertaining to sale, possession, and/or use of firearms and ammunition. The NJSBA further believes that the federal and state government should be encouraged to enact additional statutes and regulations as determined by the NJSBA School Security Task Force to enhance the safety of our children. One of the school districts.
I have a question. Is this like a check and balance system then between the federal government, the state, and the New Jersey School Board's Security Task Force?
Yes, they're
Okay.
getting input. They're getting input
Okay.
from our task force before they would
Okay.
enact
Okay.
certain statutes.
Thank you.
The second resolution, there are districts in the state that feel that since the state's new requirements of limiting salaries based on the population of your school district has hindered school districts in finding quality superintendents or maintaining those superintendents. They've been resigning, stepping down, etc. And NJSBA is going to do a study and then report back to us in the fall meeting with those results, and then make a determination whether or not they want to move forward with the governor and the legislation and possibly changing that to where they have more flexibility in salaries for superintendents. The third resolution is just that there are school districts where the Board of Eds felt that they didn't want their elections moved to November, and that they feel that before local municipalities decide when the Board of Education election is going to be, that there should be public input, there should be an announcement, they should have open conversations, and then make a determination. Then the last one has to do with homeschooling. One of the school districts in our state set up a resolution proposal that local school districts be responsible to oversee, monitor, and evaluate homeschooling that's taking place, putting more work on the shoulders of the districts. NJSBA does not support that. They feel that is something the Department of Education is responsible for, not local school districts. And right at the bottom it says the resolution committee opposes this resolution. So you need to either check your support or don't support each of the resolutions, and you have that before the end of tonight's meeting, and I'll report back to the group after the May 18th delegation meeting. Thank you.
All right, moving along. At this time, we are open to public comment on agenda items only. Does anybody have a question or a comment on agenda items at this time? No? All right, moving along, under personnel, I need a motion to approve items number 1 through 8 under personnel.
I'd like to make a motion to approve items number 1 through 8 under personnel.
Motion made by Naomi,
Second.
seconded by Maria. Any additional questions, concerns?
Question number 5, what does this mean by switching aides hours between these two women?
Go ahead.
We had one woman who was just working 1 hour with a special needs child, and she was more than willing to work 2. The other woman preferred to work 1, so we.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Any other questions? Roll call?
Patricia Adair,
Yes.
Angel Beebe, Charles Buckheim.
Yes.
Naomi Davidson,
Yes.
Maria Panzarella,
Yes.
Patricia Smith.
Yes.
Samantha Spalding.
Yes.
Lynn Terrell.
Yes.
John Moore is absent. Motion carries 8-0.
I'd like to publicly recognize Ms. Leonetti and Mr. Natale for all the years of service and wish them well. And also Ms. Pulcinella, I wish her, the Board of Education wishes her well, so if you could please, principals, give them our best, I would appreciate that, we would all appreciate that. Under finance, I need a motion to approve the shared services agreement with Black Horse Pike Regional School District, which is attached. Motion made by Chaz, seconded by Patty. Any questions? Roll call.
Patricia Dare,
Yes.
Angel Beebe,
Yes.
Charles Buckheim,
Yes.
Naomi Davidson,
Yes.
Maria Panzarella.
Yes.
Patricia Smith.
Yes.
Samantha Spalding,
Abstain?
Venturello.
Yes.
John Walker is absent. Motion carries 7 yes, 1 abstention, 1 absent.
Under property and transportation, I need a motion to approve the field trips, number 1.
I make a motion to approve, number 1 for the field trips.
Motion made by Maria,
Second.
seconded by Pat. Any questions? Roll call.
Patricia Dare,
Yes.
Angel Beebe,
Yes.
Charles Buckheim,
Yes.
Naomi Davidson,
Yes.
Maria Panzarella,
Yes.
Patricia Smith,
Yes.
Samantha Spalding.
Yes.
Venturello.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0.
At this time, again, there is an opportunity for the public to speak on any item, any board-related item. At this time, does anyone have any public comments, issues, concerns, questions?
I have one, if no one has public posts.
Yes?
Yes.
What is it?
I had an issue, that I would like to make the board aware of, and it's, I just want everybody aware of it. We as a board approve facility use, and, although I do abstain from, this issue, because it happened last Wednesday and we had a board meeting, it was determined last Wednesday during the day that our facility use was going to, the RYA's facility use was going to be taken away for a period of 3 weeks. And we had a board meeting Wednesday night, and I was emailed about the situation on Thursday. And my concern as a person involved with both, specifically as a board member, is that if the board has to approve something, why did the board not have to approve it being taken away? I have a letter indicating that we have use through June 30th, and in the middle of it all, with 4 days' notice, it was taken, I received an email saying it was going to be taken. My concern as a board member, on the flip side of that, is what other things do we approve that require our approval, do we approve, and then we're unaware that they are just being taken away. It's a comment. Again, I have my own, opinion that is just that, my opinion on it, but it is a concern of mine as a board member, that if we as a board are approving things, and we are all, I abstain from those votes, but if you as a board approve something, and I as a board approve something, I as a member of the board approve other things, at what point are we informed that those things that we approve are changing? So it wasn't a good situation to be in. It was a horrible situation to be in, because, as an elected person sitting here, people look to me and say, if you weren't aware of that, what else aren't you aware of? And guess what I had to say? I'm not really sure, because I wasn't. We as a board were not informed that this decision was being made. This decision was being made, and that's scary to me. So again, it's just a comment in a situation that I happened to be poised with that was scary to me.
Thank you. Any other comments, questions, concerns? All right, we have our next regularly scheduled board meeting, May 29th. Work session will begin at 6 o'clock. Regular meeting will start at 7. Any other committee meetings, negotiations?
We are scheduled to meet tentatively May 21st.
Okay, all right, so the negotiations team knows about that. At this time, I need a motion to adjourn.
Can we just stop 1 second? You just moved so quickly I couldn't find it. I just wanted to say something about this one letter that we received as a board. When Ms. Pulcinella resigned, with her reason moving out of state, again, our legislature has screwed us royally.
Yes.
Because we are losing a wonderful teacher because she will now be living out of state and will not be allowed to work in this district or in any district in the state of New Jersey.
And she was just thrilled with, she presented to us.
Absolutely.
And we were thrilled, we were equally as
Absolutely.
thrilled, so
And
I agree with that.
I'm so regretful that she is leaving this district.
I think we all
I
are.
agree. Thanks.
I think we all are. I probably said that.
Yes. Yeah.
Motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Motion made by Maria, seconded by Angel. Amy's turn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.